You know, I think this movie teaches us a lesson. No matter what country you live in, keep an eye on your kids. I'm the martial arts film freak, and I watched Furie.
Má mình ngầu lắm. Cái gì má cũng làm được hết á.
Cô chỉ còn được có mấy tiếng nữa thôi. Một khi xuống khỏi xe lửa là cô không bao giờ thấy lại được tụi nhỏ nữa đâu.
Đây là một đường dây quốc tế, toàn bộ kéo dài từ đèo Hải Vân và tới Cà Mau.
Mày lết được tới đây là giỏi lắm. Nhưng mày vào nhầm chỗ rồi.
Tao có thể tới nhầm chỗ.
Nhưng mà mày đã bắt nhầm con tao rồi.
Furie is a Vietnamese film directed by Lee Van Kiet. A lot of these are going to be Vietnamese names, and I'm probably not going to pronounce them right. I only know how to pronounce one Vietnamese name correctly, and that's this one, and I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Wing. It sounds correct. I could be even off by the smallest little sound. I also just could be wrong entirely, so who knows. Anyway, the movie stars Veronica Ngo, who I have been excited to see for a little while. I was very excited for this film. I have it right here. I was very excited for this because I haven't seen her in a film since The Rebel, which also stars Johnny Wing. Boom. Again, I could be wrong. And then she was also in a movie with him called The Clash, which is the American title, or at least the English title, and has a Vietnamese title that I used to know and I don't know anymore. So I'm just going to refer to it as The Clash. It's this one right here. I was very excited to find this because I found it at a convention one time, and I got very, very excited. But we're not talking about Clash right now. We're talking about Furie. So Furie is about Veronica Ngo's character. I'm just going to refer to her as Veronica because I feel like I'm really fucking up that last name. Her character is a debt collector in a small village in Vietnam where her daughter goes to school and is picked on because everyone knows that her mother is a debt collector. Seriously, just everyone knows who she is. Like, if you're going to be a debt collector, do it in a big city and not in a small village where everyone knows each other. Anyway, her daughter is kidnapped by... I never made it... I can never figure out what exactly they were doing. I think they were smuggling drugs and child carcasses? It's dark. Anyway, she immediately follows and is after the gang and tries to retrieve her daughter, eventually getting the help of a cop who honestly did just nothing. I don't think this movie is as much of an action movie as people have been letting on. Even the top of the box here says an action spectacular. And while I did find some joy, lots of joy, in many of the fight scenes, this was not an action spectacular. I wouldn't even consider this a full-on action film, mostly because, I mean, there are fights. The fight scenes are quick. A lot of them are very, very good, but they're very, very quick. Even the final fight scene I thought could have taken some more time, and it goes by in maybe like 3 minutes. No, I would probably say this is more of a vehicle to show off Veronica's acting ability, because I think she is very, very good in this movie. But whenever fight scenes do come around, the choreography and the performance is very, very good. Veronica is a fantastic martial artist. I think she was maybe like a dancer or like some sort of, I don't know, dance performer or something before she was in action films. But she does a great job, and I figured she would. There was also the cop who is in one fight scene, and he was great. I want just a whole movie with him, which there's, I don't know, there's something that maybe hints towards like, oh, we can do more. And if you do, that guy, I want more of him. There were odd bits of comedy in here. There is somebody that works at the police station who tends to also just follow to like crime scenes, who is definitely just comic fodder. And then there is a nurse who you think is going to, I guess, be the person who reacts to the heaviness of a scene. And she does for a few seconds. There's a car going by. And then she just eventually evolves into the comic, the funny of the scene. Very random. I didn't hate it. It was unexpected. But I welcome it. Oh yeah, Veronica Ngo was also in The Last Jedi. She played, I believe her name is Paige Tico, Rose's sister, at the very beginning of Last Jedi, the last bomber pilot who sort of sacrifices herself, I guess? Yeah. Good scene. I like that. She's in Star Wars. There is what feels like almost like an extra fight scene. Like, it feels like the movie is concluded. There was this big dramatic moment after this, like, almost final fight scene that makes, like, it just feels like the movie should end here because something very dramatic happens. It feels like a good period on the end of this sentence. And then it kind of hits you with one more fight scene, which makes sense story-wise why there would be another fight scene. And I appreciated that fight scene. I appreciate that it just felt like, oh, we're going to end it here. I enjoyed that last fight. The movie ends here. And then something else happens. Another action scene. And I really it just felt like an encore. It felt like they're like, hey, it's not over yet. Here's one more piece of action. Very nice. I liked it a lot. Again, only problem, that action scene probably lasted like 3 minutes. Which, that is the main problem of this film, is the acting is great. The story is completely fine. It's taken, but over the course of like a day and in a very small village and city in Vietnam. And maybe I'm spoiled with films like The Raid, where like the final fight scene goes for like 7 minutes, which, 7 minutes is not a long time. But in terms of like an action sequence, that feels like forever, especially if it's the first time you're watching it. Great performances. Veronica did fantastic. I really think this was just a movie for her to act really well in. The story was completely fine, like I said, taken over the course of a day. And then the action sequences, I love the choreography. I think the fight scenes were very, very good. I just wish they would have been like 2 minutes longer. Because like I said, like 2 minutes doesn't feel like a long time, but 2 minutes added to a 3-minute fight scene makes a fight scene feel a lot longer and I guess more epic. But still, I think the fight scenes were good enough for their length. In the end, I'm going to give this movie about, let's say about 3 kidnapped children out of 5. There were a lot of kidnapped children in this, so not all of them, just 3 of them. 3 out of the 5. There's more than 5, though. I'm going to stop talking now about kidnapped children. I want to see her fight. I want to see her act. I want to see her in more movies. I think she'd be great. You know what? We just got Triple Threat, which sure Zhizha Yanin is in, but that is a very male-dominated film. I want a triple threat with all women. I want Michelle Yeoh, even though she has gotten up there in her years. She can just be like some sort of leader type thing. I want Veronica. I want Zhizha Yanin. I want Liu Zhejiang. I want Amy Johnston. I need like an all-female martial arts action film. I think Cynthia Rothrock did something a few years ago with like Vivica A. Fox, and I'm not watching that. What did you think of Furie? Like, share, subscribe, tell me in the comments your thoughts on the film, and what else are you looking forward to this summer? Avengement, I could get it on, I could order it online to watch, but I just haven't gotten to it at some point. Probably because I feel like I won't, if I watch it already, I won't get the Blu-ray. I don't know when that's coming out in America. I think it just came out in the UK, but I need to watch that soon. I've got a lot of stuff on Netflix I need to watch. I've got movies on DVD and Blu-ray I haven't gotten to. A lot of stuff I need to watch. What are you watching right now? What's your favorite show, movie, video game? What are you doing? What's this summer going on for you? Head over to martialjournal.com for reviews of movies and books and even some television shows. There's some really good stuff on there about Cobra Kai, which if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, so good. We just finished a March Madness movie bracket of martial arts films nominated by the readers of Martial Journal. Go head over to the website and find out what the readers, I shouldn't say viewers, readers of Martial Journal decided was the best martial arts film of all time, and agree with it or disagree with it. It's up to you. Read some articles over there. I love it. I love that website. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.